All right, we are live.
Oh my god.
Hello, lads.
We're recording.
Hello, lads, lasses, and NB basses.
Ladies, gentlemen, and other.
Other. What was that comment?
Oh
What?
boy.
The others thingy.
We lost most of that. You cut out.
This time it's not me that's cutting out.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Oh, I am cutting out.
Yes, we didn't hear your question.
It's not really important. I was just trying to remember something from the U.S. elections where categories were like white, black, other, and stuff like that. But that was really bad. I don't remember what that was, but I think I remember Joey commenting about it. That's not really important.
Hello, Jordan P. Hello, Mithro. Hello, the Indigenous Heretic.
And hello, Isaiah.
In the USA.
And our token liberal with us. Oh wait, token was a bad choice of words actually.
My hands up, I'm playing my song, and everybody thinks it's okay.
I am loving the Clueless poster in the background.
Thank you, my good friend.
So you're happy, because even though Florida did not go to Biden, Georgia was this close. Georgia did. That was amazing. There's going to be a recount.
I'm drinking my MAGA tears right now.
And hey, Joe McClure, hello. So yes, that's the big news. I think the Associated Press had finally predicted Biden to win the full full. I know.
Pardon me for my Mr. Grown.
But yeah,
unfortunately, we did not flip the Senate.
No, we did not. Mitch McConnell still won his re-election. He's still going to be majority.
He won it handily. And fucking.
We even lost some seats in the House too.
Yes, we did. Well, so far, we've lost 4. And the Republicans have gained 5. But there are still 26 seats that haven't been called yet.
Yeah. So
and Georgia's
I'm just waiting for all the what's going to happen with the MAGA people.
So far they're praying in front of the Nevada State House, election house, as praying that Donald Trump will actually win, praying that the count will finally go their way, and it's just like
a lot
of
Joe Biden won by a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of tears going on.
A lot. He won by 3 voices so far. So
yeah,
well, electoral. College.
No, we got 25,000
I'm
more
going to
votes.
have me a party tonight in my apartment.
So now you're going to be playing for the loud music. But no, you're only doing it during the day. At a certain time, you're going to turn it off. Yes.
Right. For a good time. Well, I'm going to play it very quietly, and I'm still going to dance in my room.
You can put your headphones on and then dance in your room. That would be And I agree, Mitchell. Corporate Dems are going to be blaming the left or blaming the left. They're blamed for the left for any of this. And I hope
what non-corporate Dems?
The Squad and Justice Democrats, and the Democrats are in.
They're not Democrats. They're actual leftists.
Yes,
they're in the Democratic Party. They caucus
not
with the
far leftist. Yeah, that.
They're in the
actually know what I meant, John. Shut up.
We mentioned the least racist, the lesser rapist, and flipped a couple of seats. Yes, that's what we did.
I'm sure the survivors of police violence will be so happy with Harris being there.
Well, that's the thing. There's still protests going on. There was actually a massive protest in Portland on election night, and in probably the following night.
And now the Dems are going to say, "No, you need to stop protesting." The libs are going to say, "You have to stop protesting. It makes us look bad. We need the mandate."
Yes.
Well, we're telling you what the mandate is, fucker.
You're making us look bad for the midterms. That's what they're going to say. And Mehmet is going to take a picture of himself. Love the cap, Mehmet, though. And we see the cats on like Bevan's bed. There's like Amy on the right and Tara on the left. And so yeah,
What?
Well, we can all breathe a little.
That's Amy. That's
On
Tara.
the right, from our perspective.
from our perspective.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's flipped. Yeah. So even
We
though
can all
they
breathe a little bit easier now.
Oh, also some more good news that came out this week. If you look over to the YouTube, you'll see it in a couple of seconds. It made Fishy Fashy a little bit harder for me this week. Because you'll never guess who got suspended from Twitter again.
Oh, Sargon of Akkad.
Yep.
Again.
Yep.
Again, this was his 8th account, Robin Hood.
Greenwood Outlaw. Yeah, so
Mhm.
Carl is.
I wish I had a thin blue line flag so I could just burn it tonight.
Yes.
You
burn
could
that
probably find a
motherfucker.
Nazi flag really easily and burn that. It's the same thing.
Pretty much.
Well, I'll wipe my ass with that one.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's usually polyester, so I wouldn't recommend it. Just burn it.
Okay.
I mean, your
Put too much thought
colon.
into
Yeah,
this.
you're supposed
Yeah.
to wipe your ass with something clean.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, your colon's health is more important than that, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, at least do it with a Blue Lives Matter flag or a Nazi flag as opposed to the American flag, because people would be like pissed if you burned the American flag.
Well, I don't. Well, America won today. At least,
Yes, the
We
United
staunched the
Corporation-
bleeding. Now,
Have you-
now we can get to work.
Mhm.
Have you folks seen the MAGA people with thin blue line flags dancing to "Killing in the Name"?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that
I
the
saw the-
Rage Against the Machine thing?
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
Those that die are
and they were
justified.
like,
Wearing the badge,
and
they're
it was
chosen
like,
whites.
yeah, wearing the badge, they're the chosen whites, and they're like, ooh.
Yeah,
That's-
so that's what they were dancing to. I seen that video and people make comments on it, but I never actually listened to the video on Twitter. So I was like, and they were dancing to
They
that.
haven't either, actually, because they wouldn't be
Yes.
dancing to it. Because, I mean, killing in the name isn't exactly subtle.
No, it's not. But people.
No,
but
no, no,
clearly-
no, but
These
it's-
people
it's
are
the thing,
deeply
isn't it?
stupid.
These
they
people
don't-
are, yes, that's what I was going to say. Subtle, it doesn't have to be subtle. They hear what they want to hear. It's like, oh yes, they are the chosen whites. You know, could be. I mean, I wouldn't be really surprised by it.
Oh, so
they
they're
also like to
dancing
play
because-
Credence.
No.
Tom
Yeah.
Morello commented about it, actually.
Yeah, no, I'm sure
He's
he did.
not
spoken
very
about
happy about that.
that. Well, at least it's not like an official campaign or anything like that.
Mm.
No, but it's on the internet. I think he
Yeah.
should file a complaint for copyright violation.
Demand money.
Might as well. Hey,
Yeah.
they will approve of that because that's the American way to do things.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Throw some money at the thing.
Speaking of throwing money at a thing, let's thank our
yes.
patrons.
Yes, let's do that now.
I wonder if Georgia may get caught for Biden.
Shh, just a minute. Yes, it will. First up, Jamie J.
Thank you, Jamie J.
Thank you, Jamie.
And
You, Jamie.
this cripple sitting in the stream with us. Lito.
Who?
Julie,
Oh.
you.
Me.
Yes. And then Marty.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Marty.
And Ailey.
Thank you, Marty.
And Ailey.
You?
Ailey.
Ailey. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ailey. Yes, who now goes by him exclusively.
I thought he did already, so
Oh, okay.
it wasn't a big change
Well,
for
maybe
me.
maybe I didn't know the announcement before, but anyway, let's continue.
Next
Yeah,
up,
thank
Yo
you, Ellie. Thank you, Yo.
Yo, who's in the chat right now.
and Mylin.
Thank you, Mylon.
Thank you, Miley.
Thank you, Mylene. We love you.
She can't
and
hear
this
you.
fucker and this fucker.
Yes, yes.
Thanks,
Who?
Two
fuckers.
fuckers in hats.
Who
the two fuckers
Oh.
in hats.
Apparently,
And
I'm not
then-
among the fuckers, and I'm blessed.
And then
Oh, no.
Tim
Thank you, Tim.
and
Tim.
Tim.
Von Reck.
Thank you, Von
Thanks,
Rock.
Von Rack.
Thank you all. You help us out a lot.
Thank you.
You give us money so that we can give to others and pay for a couple of things. Yes.
Mm.
I mean, I know Tim gives us like $10 a month, and I am amazed. Why would anyone give us $10 for what we do? It's
Honestly, I do it for friends. I
It's-
would give.
I am
I mean,
very grateful, but
I do that too. I don't know why. It
you
must have
are
been like
part
a
of the thing.
aneurysm
You
or-
don't count.
Honestly,
I must have had an aneurysm or something. I don't know.
Mhm.
An
I gotta leave
analism?
at 2:30 because I gotta run an errand. But
Okay.
yeah, I'm just here just to spread the word that America is kind of back.
No, well, the thing is, like, yes, it's kind of back, but it's back to like neoliberalism that was
Mhm.
before.
Yeah,
Right.
it's still a paradise for the rich and a hell for the poor.
This is still the United Corporations imperialism, or another name like for it, the imperialist corporations of white supremacy. We still have those problems, and we'll still continue to have those problems until, like, I don't know, capitalism ends. Hey, culture shots. Hey,
Oh,
hey.
hi, Hank.
I think it's nice that we won the election on in 7 day.
Yes.
That's the Mass Effect thing, Julie. You should be happy about it.
Mm-hmm.
What?
In 7 day.
And
November
7th
7th is in 7 day.
I didn't know Julie was a Mass Effect fan,
Oh, big fan.
Yes, she is big one.
which is funny because she always calls us nerds all the time.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
she's a
does
nerd
that
too.
out of love.
Yes, it takes one to know one, babe.
Yeah, yeah. She's a huge nerd.
hmm
Mhm.
She plays League of Legends and owns like 5,000 different Sims.
I don't play League of Legends.
She plays
I
Guild
play
Wars.
Guild Wars
Guild Wars.
too.
Yeah, we met on Guild Wars 2 actually.
Yep.
It was the comments about Jessica Price
Mhm.
was what started it. She was like, she did nothing wrong, and I was like, oh, be my friend, like immediately.
Who's Jessica Price?
She was a writer for at ArenaNet, and she was making.
She
replying-
was fired for telling mansplainers to go fuck themselves on Twitter, basically.
Yes, on her day off of 4th of July too, as well. Yes, and so ArenaNet basically caved into the like Reddit trolls and the gators, and then got her fired essentially.
David,
No.
stop kissing ass.
Hey, it's Hank. Hi, Hank.
Yep, I said that already. Hey, it's culture shots. Oh, of course you don't listen to me.
No. I frequently tune you guys out.
Yeah.
Oh, and Julie, you were asking about the Secopedófilos.
I was asking why? What?
About the Secopedófilos in the title of the stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yes.
Um,
I don't understand pedophilos, but it's the Seco I am.
yeah.
Confused.
Somebody was asking why Trump had support among Latinos. What Latinos are supporting Trump? He's a god-awful racist piece of shit, specifically
I think I
directly
can.
against them.
Sorry. Now I was saying I think I can answer the question from the black end because I think Trump appeals to that really toxic version of black masculinity that the Republicans have actually been afraid of for the last 30 years.
Hoteps?
So Trump is Sorry.
Hoteps?
No.
Hoteps.
No. What is that? I'm sorry.
Hotep
Yes,
are like
I
white
just know it
nationalists.
as a black masculinity that is
Well,
bad.
so like in rap videos, like
Yeah,
yeah, Hoteps.
Dog
like-
music. Yeah.
yeah, like that.
I
tough
think
guy.
you're too pure and a nerd to know what a hotep is, babe.
But anyway, as you're saying, Isaiah.
They're toxic black men who
Mhm.
think women are their pets, and
Right. Basically. I mean, let's look at Trump. He has cars. He has a woman with a big butt, and he has a lot of money. And I think that's
Does she
like
have
the
a
he
toxic.
doesn't have a big butt.
I don't know.
He has a trophy wife.
Yes, Melinda Trump. Melania.
Melania.
Melanoma.
I don't
I
really
always
care,
call
do
her
you?
Millennium. After the
but-
Millennium Falcon.
But I think another thing why, like, first amongst some of the Latinx people that, or Latinx men really, that like voted for.
Actually, it's a very specific answer. Among virtually every population of Latinos, Trump has virtually no support. His support comes entirely from one group, Cubanos.
Mm.
And
everything's
who are they?
socialism.
Cubanos, people from Cuba.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of a particular racist immigration policy.
Also, the fact that the Cubans think the Democrats are very weak on Castro from the Bay of Pigs that happened back in 1961.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot
yeah.
of the Cubans that immigrated to America fled Castro's authoritarianism as well.
Mhm.
So they see any kind of like close to left as being authoritarianism because of what they feared from Castro and why they fled to America. So Democrats,
Also,
Democrats
it's because,
would be,
like I said,
almost close
this
to
racist
Castro.
policy.
Mm.
If you see, Cuba is really close to Florida. I think it's
Yeah.
over the horizon, but you can still cross from Cuba to Florida on a homemade, shitty little raft, and people do that a lot.
Yeah.
But this particular racist policy is called the wet foot, dry foot policy. Tells you how racist it is right there in the name. If you cross over on a
Oh my
raft, you
God.
get sent back. If you cross by plane, you get to stay. Meaning that the overwhelming majority of Cubans who get to stay in the U.S. are rich.
Which is why
That's why they support Donald Trump.
and also a lot of the
that explains it.
Yeah, a lot of the ones that are from what I've known from like a Cuban person I actually know of, the ones that are light skinned or white passing also tend to be in favor of Republicans as well.
They're the descendants of the Cuban slave owners. So they're just vile, racist pieces of shit too, as well. So
No, but it's funny that Jonathan said Cubans who fled Castro's authoritarianism to come to the U.S.
Yes, exactly.
That's funny because, you know, the U.S. is worse.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, I have no love
obviously.
for tankies, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
Castro
yeah,
can
exactly.
go fucking, well, he's dead, but
Yeah, Castro's dead.
Yeah.
But so I just sort of off the cuff came up with the term. You know, I was trying to put dry foot into Spanish, and when I was doing that, I realized that I could add a little bit more to it. So instead of Secopie, it's Secopedófilos.
I thought
So technically,
Hotep-
I don't know. I shouldn't say. I mean, I cannot confirm that all the rich Cuban assholes supporting Trump are dry pedophiles. But I would say supporting Trump puts them on the same moral plane as a pedophile.
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought a Hotep had something to do with like Egypt, some stuff like Egyptian.
Hi, Von Rake, you're gay.
I think
I need
that's
to
where the
stop
name
with
comes
that
from.
joke. It's not funny anymore.
It is. So you were saying, John, you were saying about Hotep to answer Isaiah?
I think that might be where the name comes from. I just know it's a sort of black traditionalism masculinity.
The black
We shouldn't
nationalism as
talk
well.
about Hoteps, though.
True.
Only
all I know
black
about it
women
really is
should be
from
allowed to
dear
use
white
that term because
Mhm.
our men, white men,
Oh,
are
yeah.
better. So
Yeah, exactly.
they're not a special kind of toxic. It's not a special kind of toxic masculinity. It's just toxic masculinity.
That's probably true. Isaiah, you said you're going to go at like 2:30, so you only got 10 minutes left, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I got to eat first, and then I'm gonna take the bus and window shop and buy art supplies. But I just came to just holler and say, let the world know we got rid of the asshole.
Let's wait for him to actually be like kicking and screaming out of the White House.
He
because
still
you
has
don't know
several
if he's
months.
going to leave yet.
and also he has several months to do whatever he wants in his executive orders.
Also, the one you elected is also an asshole. So.
Oh yeah, a terrible asshole too. Yes,
And probably a
asshole.
rapist, but at least not a serial rapist.
So that's why. So that's why
That we know of.
That we
Yeah.
know
So
Yeah, we know of. Yeah.
So after inauguration, after Biden is for sure in the White House and Trump is for sure out of the White House, then we can call for the investigation and the terror accusation. But like I was thinking of like if you got Fishy Fashy ready for us, we can play it while we have all five members here.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Excuse me, I hadn't seen Tavi. Hi, Tavi.
Hello, Taffy. And later on I'll mention some good news that Taffy and I worked on over the past weekend as well.
Okay, so
What?
fishy
Hey,
fashion.
Davey.
Gonna see
Oh,
some
we're
old names
there
in here.
now.
First up, Lauren Southern.
Mm-hmm.
She had said she was going to retreat from the world. Apparently, she's back. And
Oh.
yep, she came out of hiding to say, "We just wanted to play video games."
Oh, yes.
We
What?
just
Oh,
what?
She's calling back
yes.
to Gamergate.
Yes. Well, the liberals just want to go back to brunch. Lauren Sun is saying they just want to play video games.
Next
He
up
said,
is
I don't get it. Okay.
I don't get it.
she's calling
either.
back
It's
to the thing from like 2015.
Yes.
2014. I know all
No,
about
I know what
Gamergate, but it's-
Gamergate is, but I don't see the.
That's. I mean,
she's saying we
that's-
didn't want to
that's
be
the-
fascist. We just wanted to play video games.
Yes, that's it.
All right.
Yes,
Next up
anyway.
is Douglas Murray,
Okay.
who thinks
Don't
it's
get it.
absurd for anyone to be worried about bigotry, even if a crime hasn't been committed.
Okay, Fishy Fashy is really, really, really fucking difficult this week.
This is a
And-
good one, yes.
And next up, we have Tim Pool.
Oh God.
He announced that he thought Biden was going to win the election before the results were called.
You can safely bet that you can safely project Biden was going to win Washington State because that's how all the news organization did. Before counts for Washington State was counted, Biden was projected for like Washington
Not just
State and
Washington,
California.
just he said he was going
California,
to win
Oregon.
before the election.
Yeah, exactly. But like it bits. Okay, so I'll go first. I think.
No, fuck you. I'm not playing.
I'll go with Tim Pool's the altered one.
Okay.
I'm thinking, yeah, I'll agree with
Jonathan.
Jonathan here. I think it's that one with the Biden
All right. And
projection.
Isaiah,
Yes.
which one do you
Which
think
one's
is
the-
fake?
The Tim Pool one.
I mean, the other ones are quite run of the mill. I mean, they could be faked, obviously, but
So everyone's for Team Pool here.
Except
Yeah,
you,
so
you said you
Me,
weren't
but
playing.
I'm not playing. I wasn't joking.
All right, so let's go ahead and take them in order.
I still haven't gotten the one from Lauren Southern, so I'm not playing.
it's really weird, isn't it? Like,
But yeah, if you look on YouTube, you will see her tweet. November 4th at 6:32 p.m. We just wanted to play video games.
No, I believe you. I just don't understand what the fuck she's on about.
I mean, yeah.
There are some things you just can't understand. And yet,
She's saying that they had legitimate complaints about video game journalism. Ethics in
Yes.
video game journalism.
yes, and that was it. That I was like, yes, that is it.
Ethics in video game journalism. Okay.
And then
Fucking
you see that she's got a lot of
sandwiches.
replies. I said, no, you wanted to kill foreigners. Someone named
Yes.
Boss said, no, you wanted to murder migrants.
Yes.
I bless the rains down in Castamirs. Sorry, but video games are now illegal. You did this to yourselves, really. Slush Fund Millionaire. I, too, hate when I accidentally become a racist fascist. So, yeah,
But
Lauren
she-
Southern. Yep.
She didn't become a fascist because of Gamergate. She was already one before that.
Mhm.
yes.
That's
She's
one
a
of the
white
things that makes her comment
identitarian.
particularly
I
absurd.
don't. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to stop trying to understand why she's saying that now.
Yes. I think it's a deflection and distraction, honestly.
Because I just don't get it, and it's fucking with my brain.
Yes, it is. It's just ethics in video game journalism equals a great replacement? Question mark? I guess so.
So Douglas Murray said, non-crime hate incidents are a totalitarian absurdity. Any conservative government worth the name should strip this nonsense from the system.
Who's that fucker?
Douglas Murray, he's a far right-wing piece of shit from Britain. He's been on
Okay.
the Sam
What-
Harris
what?
podcast a couple of times.
What is it with like people called Murray? Because
Charles Murray is also a
Yeah.
fascist.
Okay.
Well, we have a Maury Povich. He's not a fascist though.
no Murray.
Yeah, I don't know if any Marus that we have here that are fascists. I have to think about that. But anyway, so like now, non-hate crime incidences are
Non-crime
totalitarian.
hate incidents are totalitarian
No.
absurdity. Because apparently someone named Darren Grimes is being investigated by the Met Police for the claim that he stirred up racial hatred for interviewing somebody, recorded the incident as a non-crime hate crime, according to the UK's hate crime, thought crime stats.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And let's see what the Telegraph has to say about that. Darren Grimes' podcast investigation will be recorded as a hate crime despite police dropping the case. Scotland Yard said the incident would be recorded as a hate crime allegation. In line. Okay. He was not being
So
charged.
it wasn't a fake.
No, it was not the fake. Darren, what's his name? Douglas Murray really does think that a non-crime hate incident is what they were talking about. But no, they were looking into allegations that what he did constituted a hate crime. And no, they looked into it. They said no, but they're still going to record that the allegation was made. That's all. Which means that the final thing, Tim Pool said that Trump would win. And he said he put up the betting pool map. Excuse me. Where someone called DraftKings
Okay, yeah.
said that in every state but Colorado, everyone predicted that their state would go for Trump.
Yeah, I mean that was quite obvious actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did do a good job of like
Retrospect.
faking on one of these ones. You know,
Yep.
you didn't fool us this time.
Nope,
Shame on
nope. I got swept.
you.
Yeah.
So yes,
In my butt. In my butt. My
Yes,
butt.
Yeah.
My butt.
but
in my
I-
butt.
I'm even too tired for that. It's awful.
So
I just have enough energy
Joe
to
Biden just
make
wanted
Mermista
Nevada.
groans.
Okay, so Joe Biden won Nevada. So even if like he didn't need Pennsylvania, he got Nevada. So like
Mhm.
it
He
was,
got Pennsylvania. He got Nevada. He got Georgia. Fucking
Yeah.
Georgia.
I mean, there might be a recount, but I don't think the Secretary of State of Georgia is asking for a recount, but I don't think that'll matter. But also, this kind of proves that like Brian Kemp, the current governor of Georgia, really just like stole that election as well. As,
You
like,
need 270
270 votes, and
Electoral,
right now
to win.
yes.
And as
He has
of
290.
yesterday, he had 273.
Yes.
oh,
So
he has 290.
yesterday, we already knew he had won.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
No matter
Yeah.
who votes for him now, for
Yes.
Trump, I mean, he's still losing.
Mm.
people are just chicken shit to call it, but Biden pretty
AP
much
called
won
it.
yesterday.
The Associated Press has called it.
Yeah. But it's probably, but also the electoral votes is going to happen. It's probably going to just be like a run-of-the-mill. Yes, we'll vote for Biden. Who knows if there actually be like faithless electors that don't vote for like Biden, as there were 4 that didn't vote for Hillary in 2016. But I don't think it'll be enough to like make Biden not win. And so it's just now
There
we're
would
just
have to
kind
be 20 faithless
Yes.
electors to throw it into
It
the
had-
House.
yes, and faithless electors are just rare in general, I think.
Mhm.
So he has now 225. Okay, I should not have read that comment from David. It's not that funny either. So yes, it's just a by conclusion. Now we just have to all prepare for like what Trump will do in his final 2 months of office.
As much damage as he can, then pardon
Yes.
himself and walk out.
Yes, he probably will he'll pardon himself. Yes.
Will his supporters like start killing people?
There might be a spike in violence, but
Yes.
if he is
They're
no longer in the
already
public eye,
killing people, though. So
But there were already people that were protesting outside of like election offices demanding stop the count. Stop the
Mhm.
count. And so yeah. So there might be.
No, Mary Smith, mosquitoes are.
Well, I gotta run,
Okay.
Okay.
but I'll
bye,
see you
Zaya.
guys next Saturday, and I'll stay for the next Saturday.
See you later.
See you, Isaiah.
Take care of
See you
yourself.
Bye
later,
bye,
guys.
Zaya.
Bye, Julie. And I actually like being pure, by the way.
Okay.
I always say my pureness is the last best thing about humanity. You can be pure without being a conservative, by the way.
Yes. Well, don't worry. We won't try to corrupt you, but
I will.
You might...
No,
okay, that's
We'll-
just John
we'll-
Brockman.
We'll definitely radicalize it. It's
We'll do that. I'm going to do that. Yes.
Well, I've already started, like those texts I sent you that time. So
Yes, I did.
That
Yes.
wasn't a criticism when I said you were too pure to know what a hotep is.
You're pretty but off. No, no.
That was not a criticism at all.
oh yeah, definitely.
Thank
Be
you.
safe, Isaiah.
You can
See
be
you later.
radicalized and pure. I mean, see you
Look at
later.
Mehmet, pure
yeah,
slut.
I've always thought the best way to scare white conservatives as a black man is you don't have to be a rapper. Just wear a sweater vest, suit, and read the Communist Manifesto in a coffee
Yeah.
shop.
Yeah. That would scare them. Yeah.
Yeah, just exist, honestly. That will scare them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that already does. So, yeah.
All right, I'll see you guys next week.
Later.
See you later.
See you later, guys.
How about?
Bye.
Bye.
So now, I think we covered most of the big news, as it were, unless anyone else has other big news.
Well, I'm now checking the status of my ballot. I was told it should have been counted yesterday.
But Lindsey Graham has won his seat, defended his seat, sadly.
My ballot still has not been counted.
Unfortunately, though, I think I voted on all the other races in my ballot in Washington State, but I think unfortunately, it's a weird thing in Washington State where it's just like any the tax measures essentially that the Senate or the House passes, the voters have to vote to maintain it. And I think all four of them, the voters voted to repeal them. So no new taxes essentially for Washington State.
Mm-hmm.
And
all the ballot initiatives in California went the wrong way.
Yeah, Uber now can keep their drivers to be like independent contractors, which means they're not employees.
They're not going to be allowed to unionize, things like that.
Yep. So yes, Biden won, but everything still sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Just pretty much everything still sucks. Some good news. There have been some openly transgender state representatives now in some places.
Yes,
Okay.
Madeline told me she was pretty stoked about it.
Mm-hmm. So that's some good
You
news.
elected a lot of trans women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think 3.
Yeah. That's less can I do. All of the members of the squad also, and I'm pretty sure that all of the members of the Progressive Caucuses defend their seats, so at least that's decent news. But and some good news as well. The last weekend, Tavi the Wolf, who's in the chat right now, and I did over the weekend. Well, it was mainly Tavi, and it's mainly her friend and our friend Paige Groundhog. That's her right hand girl. We put together a charity Twitch weekend over on Twitch, where it's a bunch of different channels just rating to each other, all raising money for the Transgender Law Center. We first had the goal of just $1,000 for Transgender Law Center, which is actually a pretty cool organization, and we managed to raise over $3,000 over that entire weekend. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
And how many Native Americans were elected?
Some, I think. I haven't looked into that.
I'm asking Joey.
Oh, okay.
Because I think they would know.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, they definitely would.
CBS says 6.
Yes, 6 candidates won.
6 only.
Only
A
6.
record-breaking 6.
A record-breaking 6. Yeah, that's.
But that shit.
I know.
That is really bad. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
They're the fucking owners of the land.
Exactly.
They should be.
6.
They should be. I mean,
Mm-hmm. I'm
Wait,
also
did you just
later
call
on-
Native Americans landlords?
it's kind of like more. They were here first, as it were, and always been here.
I mean, they
And
own
not
the land. It's not
always.
the same. They own the land. It's not the same as their landlords. I mean, they
Not
didn't want to.
always, Jonathan. They came here when Asia was still joined
Mm-hmm.
to
Possibly.
America.
There's actually some controversy about that. Because the
I-
same ice that reduced the ocean and exposed the land bridge would also have eventually covered the land bridge. So it's hard to know how long it was open. And the fact is that people have always
I
been
read it
really
was
good
about
at crossing
DNA.
oceans. So they could have just come over on canoes.
Oh, we have 15 watchers.
Oh.
Yes, we do.
Mhm.
That's a good turnout.
For a minute
That's
there,
not
we were
the
average.
most we've had, but that's good, yes.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Hi, people who are watching. We don't know. Say hi in the chat. I'm waving as always.
Despite
don't
your camera
I'm
have
not
way
being on.
for you.
John, why is my profile pic so tiny now in the
I don't know.
YouTube?
It's the picture
in the-
you have in Zoom.
No,
So
I haven't changed my picture in Zoom.
Yeah, well, you got to increase the size.
Okay,
of
in that
your-
case, I will re-add your image and throw it in there. It'll take a minute.
Yeah, you probably just have to lay that image over
No,
on
you
Julie.
don't have to do that, but
Yes, I do. You complained. You whined about it.
Whinging.
That's a good question, yo. Do like residents on native lands get to like vote in state races? I don't know the law specifically.
Joey will tell us.
Joey
Yeah.
will know.
So,
Joey knows everything.
Natives weren't allowed to vote until the 1920s, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Some cases, some Native Americans have still been disenfranchised. That was like one of Brett Kavanaugh's first rulings that rulings that like took 10,000 like voters off the voting roll in Dakotas, I think in South Dakota. So yeah. At least like half of Oklahoma belongs to like the indigenous
Oh
people
yes,
that
my
actually live
friend
there.
Randy, who's a Mohawk, told me once that even though he lives in Canada, well, he lives on the Mohawk reservation, but Canada side, he got to choose if he was going to vote on the elections for Canada or US, and he chose the US. Even though he's not a US citizen.
Interesting. But yeah, that's right.
Shut up, David.
That was what I was giggling about.
I'll grab a beer. Be right back.
I'm always tiny. I'm always condensed.
And both his cats get up to follow him. Well, Terry
Well,
did.
duh.
Amy's considering it.
Amy's too fat. She has other concerns. Do I move? I know I have the same. Do I move my fat ass or don't I?
All right,
She's
Joe.
like, where did she go? Should I
Bye,
follow?
bye, yo.
Is there anything interesting there?
No, she got up when you moved and Tara followed you, but not Amy.
No, Tara didn't follow me. Tara went to get a bit of what's it called?
Food? Water?
Kibble? Yeah, food. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can just barely see him.
Yep, we see Sasha. Yep, that is a cat.
No.
Okay, yes.
I don't know if I'm large in spirit, Valerie, but I'm certainly large in voice.
It is. Well, Joe probably has something more important to do. Pet the kitty.
Duh.
Which is in video games if you expose gamers to a cat in the video game, you gotta put a cat in there so that we can pet the cat. This is required. If we see
There
a
are
it
lots
is.
of cats in Guild Wars 2, and you can't pet them.
See, exactly. Can't pet the cats in Guild Wars 2's 0 out of 10.
You can pet
Dragons.
baby wolves, dragons,
Petted baby wolves.
even fucking cows, but you can't pet a cat.
You can pet
Guild
the
Wars.
baby snow leopards too.
Oh yeah, snow leopards too. Yeah.
In
That's
the
what I was
Wayfarer
thinking.
foothills.
Yes. That's what I was thinking about. Actually, it's not baby wolves. It's baby.
And
snow
when
leopards,
you pet them, they roll on the ground, and tiny little hearts float above their heads. And the cows too, by the way. And you can't pet them, but you can dance for them. And that's when
you can
they
pet
do the
cats
little hearts.
in Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah, you can.
I
agree. We should be able to pet the kitties, especially since there's a quest where you can have a shitload of cats in your personal instance, but you can't play or pet them.
Actually, that was one of the cool things that happened on the charity weekend on Sunday. The streamer Sarah Britt, one of my streamer friends, was playing a game called.
Oh, you're frozen.
Am I back?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So Sarah Brett was playing Inkenfell Sunday for the charity stream, and we got hooked up with the one of the creators of Inkenfell, Jonah Blackheart, who's actually non-binary themselves and go by they them pronouns. And it's an RPG, and the save points in Inkenfell is a cat that will restore your health as well. So you pet the kitty to restore your health and save your game. So you can pet all the cats in Inkenfell. It also has some a lot of queer representation as there are non-binary characters in it, and there are content warnings as well. And they'll tell you.
Really?
There's content warnings for
what's the game? I couldn't follow.
I'll type it into the chat. It's you can find it on Humble Bundle and on Steam as for like $20.
Oh my God, John, you broke me.
Sasha is wagging her tail.
My God.
Oh my God.
That's not Sasha, Jonathan. It's the in the YouTube thingy.
I put
John
up
put a
pictures of baby
snow
leopards.
Okay, I didn't see that. Okay, yeah. The creator of the Green Lantern came out as an NB. Nice. Oh, and according to the developers, there are 0 set characters in Inkenfell. So all queer people all the time. Yeah, so yeah, I did actually get that game myself, so I'm going to stream it on my channel, on my Twitch channel, which I became affiliate for. So now I can earn pennies for whenever I stream. That's something.
In Guild Wars
and now,
2,
if you look in the YouTube stream, you'll see that snow leopards have an adorable habit of biting their tails.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
They're not adorable at all without that already,
That's probably gonna destroy me when it appears on the stream.
Yeah, it's already on there.
Oh my God!
My stream was a bit behind after refreshing. Yeah, that's right. Jonah Blackheart, who created the Inkenfell, was responsible for a lot of the accessibility in the game, including the content warnings. And you can actually, if what you're being warned about is a problem for you, you can actually skip those scenes or skip the content that you were warned about as well. So that's really cool for accessibility.
How many disabled characters?
That's a good question. I have to figure that out. I can ask. I can probably DM her or something like that, or play the game
myself. If you have to ask, I mean, we need to see disability,
Well, not all disabilities are visible, Julie.
I know, but representation has to go with my disabilities aren't visible, but It's too easy to say that character is disabled when nobody can see it.
Yeah, I just bought it.
I'll play it
Slut.
to. I'll play it to like figure that out if there's like anything like that. Then again, also it's just like
The
I'm not
only-
into that.
The only two games where I've seen a character that is important that is disabled is Mass Effect 2
Mhm.
with Joker
Okay.
and Guild Wars 2 that has two very important characters that are disabled.
Mhm.
So
Who are
Mehmet,
those?
you know, Timey and Tybalt.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes, Timey is a very important character in that sense.
Tybalt is very important
yeah.
too.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, that's not what I meant.
God,
Also, I think in Wolfenstein, the next column or something, whatever. I think the main character is disabled, but walks around with the help of a power suit, something like that.
and killing Nazis. Yay!
Yes, obviously. That's
Obviously.
There's
There's a character in Fallout 4 that can only walk thanks to power armor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I mean Fallout is it's like the shtick of the game, isn't it?
Yeah, it kind of is. I don't know. I haven't played much of the games actually. Been meaning to do that, but I've been meaning to do a lot of things. So many games to play. So
I mean, I like Fallout 1 and 2. They were pretty good.
Mhm.
Can you mute David, please, John?
Oh, it's so they can't be tailed. Yep, that deserves that.
Oh, and we wasn't until we actually noticed it.
I couldn't get it. It's so they can't be tailed. Oh, okay. That kind of deserves
Snow
it.
leopards biting their tails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blazkowicz. Yeah, that was the name. Thank you, Mifra.
So what has everyone
And yes,
else been
Oracle,
up to?
DC Comics, spent a lot of time in a wheelchair until they
I
fixed her
was
and bring
talking
her back as
about
Batgirl.
video games, but okay.
Well, you can be talking
But she
more
also
about video
shows up
games.
in the Batman games, Arkham Asylum,
Okay.
Arkham Knight.
I don't know
Yes.
that. I'm
Or-
not into DC, so
Oracle
I
is
don't know
Barbara
that
Gordon.
character.
Yes.
Oracle is Barbara Gordon or Batgirl. Now Oracle because she got shot in the Killing Joke and got paralyzed because of that.
I mean, it's really bad in that sense, though, because the Killing Joke is one of the worst of DC, in my opinion.
Mhm.
I really don't like it. It's
Yeah, Alan Moore's not proud of it either. Alan Moore doesn't like it either.
My issue with disabled folks in superhero stuff is it's often about how they overcome their
Yeah.
disabilities. You know what I mean? It's
not about living with
it's
it.
like Professor X. It's
Yeah.
like they're disabled, but who cares? Like Daredevil, like
they're able to get around, or it doesn't bother them, or
They
they're
don't-
able to overcome their disability.
yes.
Yeah,
so
that's the
usually
idea.
in comics, disability is used as a plot
Mhm.
device
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
to show how strong the character is, you know.
Yeah.
And they're not just characters who are there and happen to be disabled. We need more of those.
Yeah, it's
That's why I loved Joker so much in the Mass Effect franchise.
Yeah.
Uh,
Joker didn't have anything like not even a line about his disability.
No, you
and
can
you
he was
talk
ask
to
him.
him.
disabled.
you
You
talk
can
to him,
ask him about it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
you can ask him about it, but it's not like it's not part of the plot. It's
Mm.
No.
so it is.
Although it
just
becomes
disabled,
visible in Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, and towards the ending. Hey, why do I have to call through another Jeffrey too? I enjoy seeing humans on their hands and knees.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
It's like Krem in Dragon Age Inquisition is a trans man, but he's not here because he's trans. He just happens to be trans.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Actually,
It's not his character, and that's nice. A lot of mistakes were made with that character, like being voiced by a cis woman. They should have him. Well, even if it's the wonderful brain fart, Femship.
Jennifer
Hale.
Jennifer
Hale. Thank you.
Hale, yeah.
She's the one voicing him, but he still
it should be a
should
voice
have been voiced by a trans man.
Yeah.
Or a cis man, if really you want to.
Yeah.
If really you don't find, by a miracle, you don't find a trans actor, but.
A trans male actor.
I love Jennifer Hale, but I mean, I agree with you on that. There should be opportunities for marginalized people to play the marginalized people. I mean, I really hate when a cis woman plays a trans woman, for instance. It's really
or
disturbing.
cis man playing the trans woman as well. Like
the problem is more often they use cis men to play trans women.
Just like
it would be less of a problem if it was a cis woman.
Yeah, exactly. Just like Jeffrey Tambor in like Trans America.
And Matt Bomer in something.
Or the guy in The Danish Girl. What's his face? The pretty boy that plays in The Fantastic Beasts.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Is it the fantastic? I like the first.
He's defended.
Jay Karen Rollins, yeah.
What's his name? Eddie Redmayne.
I don't know.
Eddie Redmayne.
Okay.
He played a trans woman in The Danish Girl.
No, okay. Not familiar with that one. Fantastic Beasts. The first one I liked, but the second one was just like, yes, and they're going to continue making more of them.
Of course.
Anyways, the character of Krem had problems, but it was a good character because he was in the game for his function, and he also happened to be trans, but he wasn't in the game because he was trans, and that was good. And same for Joker. In Mass Effect, he was in the game and happened to be disabled. He wasn't here because of it. It's important. It's like Furiosa in the Mad Max movies.
Yeah, Fury Road.
She happens to be disabled, but it's inconsequential. Well, she's not. The character
never
doesn't
becomes
exist
central
because,
to the plot.
The character doesn't exist because of it.
And it's good because most of the time,
it's
people who are disfigured or disabled or something like that in those movies are bad guys.
Yep. And they are bad guys because they are disfigured or disabled. Hi, Shyamalan with, what's his name? Unbreakable. Fuck you. That's a trope he used a lot, actually.
It's pretty common everywhere to show people as evil because they are missing something or they look ugly.
So yeah.
I'm the same, Valerie. I want everyone to be romanceable in video games.
Yeah, fair point.
Everyone should be
and everyone romanceable by everyone. I want to be gay with Cassandra, for fuck's sake. If you never played Dragon Age Inquisition, you'd
never have.
Nope.
Cassandra is so fucking badass. She's the warrior of the party. And she's so cool.
I'm sorry. I'm honestly,
What's happening? What's
yeah,
what's
I don't know.
happening?
I'm trying to think of like other things to like bring up and like I talk about. I think we talked
All that's
enough.
really happened this week has been the extended nightmare that is American democracy.
Yes, exactly.
No,
And
we don't have to exclusively talk about news, though. We can talk about shit we like.
I've been
Yes,
playing Baldur's Gate 3.
So how you been enjoying that? I know you tried to stream that, but it's just like it's too much for your computer.
Yeah, and pretty much every time I try to reload from within the game, it crashes. So it gets kind of frustrating.
Isn't it still in beta version?
Yeah. It's only the first. They call it early access rather than
Yes.
beta. So yeah, there's obviously going to be those problems, but it demands so much from my computer. It takes forever to load, and like I said, half the time it crashes.
Is your computer old, or is the game
No, I
poorly
bought it last year, and it's an
optimized?
Alienware, so it should be able to handle almost
Oh,
anything you
so
can
the
throw at it.
game is shit. Well, is poorly optimized.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Probably. My friend Tavi in the chat that said they played a little bit of like Caves of Cut and then found that to be like really good. And that was one of the streams that happened. That was the last stream actually at the Twitch Halloween weekend. That the streamer Emma Void got to stream Caves of Cut with the writer for Caves of Cut. Colleen, I think. She voiced a character of Gra, and she streams on Twitch as Gra Streams. And so that was kind of interesting. Caves of Cut seems like an interesting game. It's kind of like a net hack kind of game, like almost an Ultima 1. But Tavi says that, like it's lots of fun. It's lots of lore in Caves of Cut because any item you pick up that has like engraved on it, it's going to have some like lore to it. So that's how you can like find like the backstory of it, much like in like Dark Souls in a way. So that's something.
I will never ever play Dark Souls in my life.
It is
that style of game does not appeal to me.
It's not that it doesn't appeal. Well, it doesn't appeal, but that's not. If you have to be skilled with your mouse or your pad, I can't do it.
Yeah.
My hands don't function that way. I can't do it. Mylene has to do certain things for me on my account on Guild Wars, for fuck's sake, because I can't physically do it.
Yeah.
So,
I like mechanic heavy games like Dark Souls and
I don't. It's not accessible to everyone.
Yeah, it's that's a problem. I mean, all games should have
two
like
options.
If they have, yeah,
they
like,
should
I
have
don't-
mechanics options and a brains option.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I was going to say.
Mass Effect 3 had a story mode.
Yes.
That really made the combat a lot easier for you. For the people who just want to
That's why I like
the story.
BioWare games. They all have story modes. You can play it easy in easy mode, and
they still overwork their employees, but that's common across the industry.
Yes, I am using the DirectX 11. I couldn't even start the game in the other thing.
Mithril, you brought up that like Nitro Farage earlier in chat. You brought up that Nitro Farage is like starting a new like hate party in the UK. What is
Again?
Nitro Farage again? Yes. So this is.
Can we not talk about Farage though?
I was
Ew.
curious. Yeah, I mean, like he deserves all the milkshake as much as possible, but like I was just like, what's happening over there in the UK? I'll probably catch it later on like a Navarro Media, I guess, when I play that in my queue. But yeah, exactly. So that's one thing that's happened. Oh, by the way, I know that like we're streaming right now, but like soon our friend Garrett is going to be like streaming with the channel update and general chatting stream.
I saw that. I'm happy to see he's okay.
Yes, I'm very happy.
I hadn't had news from him for quite a long time, and I was a little worried.
I was a little worried too. Yeah. So I'm just glad that like our friend Garrett is back.
Same.
Guess who's back? Back again. Garrett's back. He's a friend.
Garrett's back.
Oh, also Steve is starting to read the Dispossessed by Ursula K. Le Guin, and it's awesome because he doesn't want to be an anarchist, but maybe he will be at the end of it.
Steve Shives is done with the Face One Fine, not doing it anymore, which is good for his mental health. But now every Wednesday he's doing a Trek Reluctantly, where he and his friend Dana Cool are going to be watching one episode of like Star Trek Deep Space Nine, because Dana Cool has not seen Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but they'll alternate it, or like once a month they'll like next week they'll watch the first episode of Firefly, first hour, the first half of the pilot, essentially, because Steve has not seen Firefly. Firefly is okay, in my opinion. I mean, I love it too, but also the first episode of the Firefly stole something from Outlaw Star. And hey, Marty, the breakfast party is now the anti-COVID party. That's something that's still happening here. We'll still have COVID. We'll still have the anti-maskers. That's probably the only reason the Biden actually won, because enough people were tired of like Trump and his COVID response. So yeah. Are your drivers up to date? I'm sure you would have updated your drivers.
I just updated them last night. Haven't gotten the chance to try playing it with the updated drivers.
Also, your computer don't crash from drivers.
Could you please fucking put David on a timer, please?
No, it's right. Usually it works.
That's what I need to do for my computer, because honestly, for some of my streams on Twitch, the game I'm playing, and it's just like Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, so just like a retro style game. It's not like a taxi heavy game or something that requires like a lot of specs. But yet my game would chug as I'm streaming it as well, and it kind of affects my stream. So I think I gotta like rest my laptop before I start streaming, or if I stream a long time, then yeah.
What's 500 miles in?
So you divide by 1.6, maybe 375 kilometers?
Yeah.
No, it's more than that.
No, 5K would be like 3.6 miles or something like that.
Yes.
So it'll be the reverse of that. So it'll be like
wrong way. Yeah, it's multiplied by 1.6. 800 kilometers.
Okay, yeah.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Go take some rest.
Yeah. Go take some rest.
Oh my god, you got 800. Okay, that's a lot of ground to cover.
Are you crossing the UK? Because that's
like the entire
length of your country.
It's like from Brighton to Cork, would it be?
Mm-hmm.
I hope you are not asking us.
No, I'm not. I'm asking Mithril.
Fucking American measurements, agreed.
The United Kingdom extends about 965 kilometers north-south and 485 kilometers east-west. Yeah, Mithril's driving the entire length of the UK.
That's why I said it's. There and back again. That explains it.
Mm.
So you'll be driving like 400 kilometers and then come back to where though? Where did you live? I can't remember. It's that. I would walk.
Stop doxing Mithril.
I would walk 800 kilometers. That's not as cool.
That's not as cool.
Sketchy.
No, the kilometers. No, yeah, the clicks.
Yeah, that would work. I would walk 800 clicks, and I would walk 800.
I don't think a click is a kilometer.
No, it is.
It is.
It is.
Why don't they say fucking kilometer then?
Because it's too long. And
it's shorter. This is more like a
and
military
so what?
thing.
They're limited in characters?
Yes.
Yes, military. They want to be quick with their messages.
Yeah, it's the thing, isn't it? It's like kilo, click. It has to be clear and short. That's, I don't know. That's the way it is, I suppose.
It's also just stuck around too with the military. Yeah.
It's like
and yet
18,
they say
it's like 18,
1,600 hours.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. It's like 1,800 hours. It's just
that's longer than what we say in Europe.
Just saying 18.
16.
No,
we say 16.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's just like tradition of saying like 1,600 hours as a word.
Yes, so it's not about being
The
short
clicks-
or long. It's about acting like you're better than the rest.
Well, the American military is better than the rest.
No, the American
welcome.
military. The American military
That's-
is the imperialist
that's-
corporations
that's-
of white supremacy military.
That's why American
Go fuck
military
yourself, David.
uses European measurement systems because they're better than everybody else.
Because clicks is cuter.
It's not European though, because in Australia they use it everywhere in the world except the US, actually.
The U.S. and I think an African country.
Hmm.
Or
One
possibly South
African
Asian.
country.
There's just it's the U.S. and one other.
Oh, it's like the one that has Libertyville as a capital.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Let's see.
Bye.
Bye, Mithril. Have some rest.
Yeah, yes, get some rest.
Oh no, there are 3 countries. I'm sorry. One of them
See you
is
later, man.
Liberia in West Africa, and the
Yes,
other one
that's-
is Myanmar.
Oh,
That's a group you want to be in,
Yeah,
with the U.S.
Yeah.
and Myanmar.
definitely.
And of course, Britain has a mixed system.
yeah, but Britain understands our measurements. They don't ask us to translate.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a friend who talk about weights in stones. That's very confusing in 2020.
Clicks away.
I weigh 14 stone.
Okay, yes. What about that? All right,
14 stones. That was 1 stone is
14
7 pounds. 14 pounds. So about 7 kilos would be.
No, it's
So-
not half a pound is not half a kilo exactly.
Yeah, it's
because
not
why
exactly.
do stuff?
Let's see, 14 stones in kilos. And Google
What
can
were
do that.
measurements
That's
again?
88.9 kilos.
Oh, that's almost
Oh.
my weight. I'm joking. I'm not.
Let me see
that.
How many stones in the boulder? That's a good question. How many stones in the boulder? Depends on the boulder.
And a
That's
stone
you
is
in Boulder.
6.35 kilograms.
What?
A stone is 6.35 kilograms.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm 12.4 stone.
Yeah, I'm 12. What I just had. I'm 12.35. 12.35.
I'm heavier than you. Oh God.
I'm only 5'7" though as well.
Well, I used to be like.
I'm 5'1". Don't say you only 5'7". It's a decent height, okay? It's not true. I'm not 5'1". I'm 5'2".
I like 6 months ago. I was 18 stones.
No. Okay. Oh, I just thought of like a interesting topic of discussion. So
He doesn't give a shit.
the stone is a rock with a purpose. I guess so. Yeah, there's some be used for some stones. They were used for like awful punishment before. Yes, but like maybe we can use it for like other things as well, throwing at the right people. But as we mentioned before, now on Steve's Chat's channel every other Saturday every other Friday when Steve's not doing an Ask Away, Steve would do a Read Away, where they read the chapters of The Dispossessed by Ursula K. Le Guin. Yesterday, Dana, it was the first Read Away stream. Dana Cole also kind of brought up how she doesn't like the saying all cops are bastards and all cops are bad. She would prefer that we say all cops are complicit at least.
No,
Just
that
us?
kind of
That's the
is the same
same
thing. I mean,
That's my point too.
I mean, in a world of fucking political awareness, you
The
kinda
person working as a
have to
police
be-
officer is complicit.
Mm-hmm.
That
The cop is a
that
bastard.
means that person's a bastard. Actually, the cop or that person, it doesn't matter. You have to be politically literate in this day and age. I mean,
Yes, a lot of people are not.
yeah, they are not, but that's propaganda for you, my friend. It's like
True, it is, and very effective here
I
in
mean-
this country.
Propaganda.
yeah,
Propaganda,
it's,
yeah.
it's It's basically what people keep telling you that this is not a political issue. You don't have to be like really into politics.
All politics.
You can be centrist. Well, it's all politics. Everything you do is fucking politics. If you're complicit, then you're politically choosing the side of the oppressor. That's basically being a bastard. I mean, there is no discussion here, in my opinion. I mean, I am quite radicalized. I understand that, but
maybe we should have Dana on in the future show so that we can discuss these things.
But that's not the issue, is it? Well, when we say all cops are bastards, we are not talking about individuals. I don't give a shit about individuals.
Unfortunately, no matter what, there are some people always bring back to the individuals. That's liberals for you.
Yes, but
some people
we
are
should
still...
stop talking to them. They don't want to hear what we have to say.
Well, I'm going to still be inserting myself through liberal spaces and try to radicalize them until they kick me out.
Yes, but I don't know how long you are going to stay sane doing that, Jonathan.
I'll do my best. I'll certainly do
because they don't want to listen. They're not interested in listening. They're liberals because they have an interest in keeping the status quo.
True, yes, and they always want, and some of them always bring it back to the individual, especially when they have family members that are cops.
And bring it to the individual allows them to ignore the system.
I don't really remember who that was by. Someone posted a list of actual good cops.
Zero.
Oh, the one who were fired, you mean?
They all were fired, like within a year of their work. Like, it's the only way to be a good cop is to be fired and to be
because it's all from the same Greek root, David. I know you're trying to make a joke, but you're not funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
police are political.
They come from they come from the same Greek root.
Yeah, which means the town, the city, police.
The city, yeah.
No, political comes from polite, which is from Latin for polished.
Interesting.
Which one?
Political. I don't know about police.
Oh, so they don't come from the same root. I thought
they did.
Because police come from the city, the word city.
Yeah, and let's see, police comes from politia, which does mean citizenship, government. Polity.
Anyways.
Yes,
say something and I forgot it.
Definitely, that's what I'm saying, Diva.
Oh yeah,
no, I was wrong.
To say,
I
hate Thomas Smith even more now that I've talked to him on your wall, Jonathan. He's piece of shite.
Yes, I should be.
Oh my God, what an asshole!
Oh yes, that's what I'm bringing it up because at first I said it on like Thomas Smith's wall because yes, we're friends for some reason. That's like, hey, so I knew it. I knew it was going to happen. I, who did not vote for Joe Biden in this election, voted for Hallie Hawkins. I know it's peacocking. No,
I'm not saying he's an asshole because of that.
That's what he said. I should be
of his reactions in the comments when
people
were trying to explain to him, and he was like, "You have no points." Blah 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 blah.
Yes,
blah.
He did do that.
He's not even listening what people are saying. He sounds like Sargon of fucking Akkad.
Who he debated, yes.
Yes, that's why I'm citing that particular peace lord. He sounds like a peace lord. I used to like him and listen to his podcast. Thomas Smith, not Sargon.
Okay. I was panicked there for a moment. What the fuck are you talking about? Sargon of Akkad is like a piece of
but Thomas Smith, who used to be right wing, is a liberal piece of shit. Well, which in the American context makes him still a little bit right wing because he defends capitalism and the status quo in a bit. Yeah.
Honestly,
I remember that exchange. I think that's what you're talking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The whole vote shaming thing. I really was tempted to say hello, Butlika.
The shaming thing is one thing. When he's explained why he shouldn't do that, all he has to say is that people are idiots. He called
no
us
points.
idiots
I mean,
because we disagree with him.
Yeah,
What
that's
the
exactly.
fuck?
Well, he always blamed third party like voters for people who voted for Jill Stein for like why Hillary lost, and it's just like,
well,
She
Hold
won
up.
by 3 million votes. She lost by like 70,000.
yeah, that's exactly so.
well, it's basically isn't it? Like liberalism.
So yeah,
is
burn the
bootlicking.
electoral college down instead of shaming
But that
people.
will require a constitutional amendment, and the Republicans, their gerrymandering and stuff, will prevent that.
So
yeah, definitely.
Again, there is no progress that's going to be made ever, especially since like with the results, Biden's still going to be in the White House, the Democrats still hold the House, but the courts are far right and extremist right, and Mitch McConnell is still controlling the Senate, so nothing's going to be progress, and that's why I have to challenge liberals on that. It's like, you're telling me to have faith in the system.
Yeah,
and
that
this
was the
system's gonna
debate
stall
about
things.
progress, right? Where he said, well, it's progress. No, it's less shitty. It's not progress. It's not the same thing, right?
Yeah, and so
it's putting the brakes on the revanchists.
What? Sorry?
It's putting the brakes on the
dissent.
Yes, but like I told Thomas, no one was hoping Trump would win, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but like
saying the Democrats aren't especially a progress doesn't mean that it's not better than the fucking Nazis. Duh.
And I want to go ahead and correct myself. Polite comes from polished, polere, Latin.
Yeah.
Politics does come from the Greek polis, city.
Oh.
Okay.
I read it in the Pratchett book, so I thought I was right, but I wasn't sure.
Pratchett is usually smart and right about a lot of things.
Yeah. I mean, Sir Terry is one of my heroes, and will stay one of my heroes as always.
That bit of information about the root of police is when Vimes explains why he's a cop.
Yeah.
And remember, babes, the only good cop is a fictional cop.
Or a fired cop.
Yes, or a fired cop in real life. But somehow in TV shows and books, they're always good, you know.
Well, I don't know. Law and Order presented them fairly realistically as corrupt and violent pieces of shit.
Yeah, I guess.
While still lionizing them and making it propaganda. They just said that those were good things.
Oh. Yes, but that's Dick Wolf actually said he purposely wanted to make the prosecutors in Law and Order to be the good guys because he saw too many TV shows in his time in the 70s or so, or in the 80s, where the prosecutors were demonized as being the bad guys. So he wanted the script.
All TV
prosecutors
shows
are
where,
bad guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
All TV shows that have lawyers as heroes.
Shut up, David!
Fucking shut up, David.
Oh God! Yeah, you're in timeout for that one.
That's actually that was actually a good one.
Yes, it was a good one, but still, he has to go to timeout for that one.
Yeah.
Okay, David, I know you're hearing me. That was actually a good one.
To be honest, I still love that one, but because of how good or bad it is, I still have to say it.
It was so bad, it's good. It's Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the only exception, in my opinion.
Even they have some problems.
Like that show.
They have some problems.
They have problems, obviously, but
because of the main character, basically.
I mean, they kind of point.
Terry Crews couldn't manage to save it for me.
And also the two fat guys who were the subject of lots of fat jokes.
There's that.
That's problematic as
well. I mean, the US will never get over its fat phobia, I think.
Sadly, it won't. Just like it will never get over its ableism either, as well. And we still.
That's not just the US. It's
true. It's not
the whole world.
It's the whole world. Yeah.
But like from I have not seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Some people seem to like it.
Just 9. Just 2 9.
9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9.
No.
There's a lot of good things in it, Jonathan. There's Terry Crews who plays a gay guy.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Like, it's problematic in some ways, but it's trying to be progressive. And with the BLM movements, the new season is trying to focus on the police
but that
brutality
main
and
character is
shit,
too
but-
much. I can't. It's too much of a basic cis dude.
Okay, but that's the thing. I'm wondering about how well
He
it does.
he is definitely bisexual though.
But that's what I'm wondering about Brooklyn Nine-Nine, of how well it does actually try to address the police brutality thing when it's also like making fun of it. I was like, so making light of it, as it were, to make it like palatable for like liberals to like consume it.
No, I haven't seen it yet, but people tell me good things about the season.
It's
but I'm not
tackling
sure.
the racism in the police thing very well in the
and
earlier seasons.
homophobia as well.
Yeah, I love Renegade Cut, David.
Yeah, Renegade Cut is awesome. I've watched a lot of Renegade Cut. I have actually like pretty much cite Renegade Cut whenever I say, "Listen, here's my problems with Biden," or like, "Here's some other things." I point to Renegade
I learned about
Cut
Brooklyn Nine-Nine from Dennis Riley, though.
Renegade Cut does a great video of traditionalism. Kind of did change my opinion of the founding fathers, which is why I'll bring up. Remember, the founding fathers were like rich cishet white men. Riley Dennis, which is the YouTuber who is pretty awesome, actually.
I got her name backwards.
She's amazing.
Yes, she is amazing. But the Renegade Cut's traditionalism video, I learned how terrible the founding fathers were. And so I'll bring it up. Hey, remember, the founding fathers were just all a bunch of rich cishet white men. And Steve got a little perturbed by that, or got on his nerves, because it sounds
so far as we know, they were all cishet.
Yeah, so far as we know.
Fair, but like it seems like I've been told that like Steve that hit on Steve's nerve because I made it sound like progress has not been made, but it's kind of like we're still being ruled by cishet white men. The rich ones were still are in charge essentially. So,
I mean, we have made some progress in that poor people can vote, slaves. Women can vote, brown people can vote. Sometimes.
That's not progress. That's
not
decency.
That's basic
not
human decency.
I think regarding progress, we don't have the same definitions. I think.
Yeah, that's
we talked about it, Jonathan. On your you asked what's progressive politics mean.
Yes, that's what I was bringing up.
And we talked about it. I think progressive politics is not what's the word for it? Your Supreme Court decides on one thing and it's taken as precedent. Is that the right term?
Yes,
that's not what progressive politics is, because you can fucking just go against it at some point. You see what I mean?
Yeah, now that Coney Barrett's on the Supreme Court, they're going to reverse gay marriage. They're going to reverse Roe v. Wade. They're going to reverse condoms.
It's the thing.
Probably.
I mean,
it
shouldn't be. Safe? It should be like very safe, very long-lasting. I'm not saying it will transcend civilizations, obviously, but it shouldn't be like a court decision.
It shouldn't be reversible with at every whim of an asshole.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's not progressive politics. It's just what do you remember the meme? Like they are bombing.
It's just less shitty than it was.
There are like two bombers going over Middle East. One of them is GOP, and it says "We kill you now," and the other one says "We kill you now." BLM, love the LGBTQ.
Yes, blah. Exactly. I shared that one.
It's the same thing, for fuck's sake. I mean, there are no progressive changes happening right now.
Well,
hello, iBot.
Hello, Cameron iBot. Well, that's like what liberalism's idea of progress is be. Instead of like 90 of 100 CEOs being men, now we have like there's only 87 of 100 CEOs are men, and so on and so forth. There are like more black men as CEOs, more black women as CEOs, so on and so forth. We now have a black women vice president. Yes, we finally have.
That's progress.
Now we have a black man murdering foreigners. Yeah, that's progress.
Yes, it's it's diversity amongst our
torturing
suppressors.
people.
Yes.
secret prisons.
He admit that we tortured him.
Now-
He admit that, and
now
people still have dolls of Obama as like idolization of Obama.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Now the waterboarding is done by black female vice presidents. Progress.
Oh, 3/4. I feel special. Yes, exactly, Comrade Ahmad. Dictatorship of the
Who
proletariat.
didn't say I to you? John?
What's that?
John Brockman, you didn't say Comrade. Hi,
Oh,
Comrade.
hi, Comrade Abbott. Sorry. I was looking stuff up on Reddit, see if there was any news besides the election.
Yes, besides the election. I'm trying to find
Dictatorship of the proletariat is shit. I'm not a Marxist. Sorry.
Dictatorship of the proletariat is basically what we got with Lenin.
Yeah.
When they turned
exactly.
around, as I understand, Marx didn't like the dictatorship of the proletariat because it was just the proletariat getting revenge on the oppressive class
It
beforehand.
was a prediction from Marx, not
Not
a
a goal.
conscription.
a guide.
Yeah, exactly.
Manual.
Yeah.
But I'm not a Marxist, partly because he wasn't really understood, but
True.
also because he was a white dude. Okay.
He's a dead white guy too. Yeah, so that's.
I
Totally
mean, I'm lumpen proletariat. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm garbage.
I'm not
Apparently.
really. I'm not really
You're
a
a
Marxist,
landlord.
by
You're
the
not a
way.
prole.
Yeah.
But
You're not a prole. You're a landlord.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. No.
Yeah. You don't earn enough income off of that to live, so you're not
Yeah.
you're not a capitalist yet.
Yet, yeah. I wish.
yeah, DOTC
I wish.
is bad.
What the
Mass
fuck?
line through.
No, I wish I made a living from that.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I wish I was a capitalist, is what I heard. That's why.
well,
What?
honestly,
Well, she would be
there
a
are
capitalist.
days
then.
I really wish that I wouldn't care about all that because my life is
Yeah.
kind of shit.
There are days.
Yeah.
And I can't enjoy anything anymore because everyone is shit, and I can't enjoy music and I can't enjoy movies because they're all fucking rapists and shit. And honestly, I'd rather not be a feminist. I'd rather not be.
I would love to like
anarchist.
play video games all day and not have to worry about like anything.
Yeah, I would be much happier.
I think actually that's what my like conservative coworker said to me. He felt sad for me that I would that I have this view of the world and I must be depressed all the time. And I guess Valerie brings up that like what Marx meant is that like all the classes would be dissolved into the proletariat, in that we would be one class, hence the dictatorship of the proletariat. Everyone knows bad choice of words or bad translations as well, but it's like
I don't think that's realistic, and it's an anarchist talking.
I would, yeah, I would have. I hate that. That's one thing also that like other leftists said they're like they're pragmatists. And this is just a
Please, David, it's not funny. Don't compare us to that bitch.
Yes, don't compare us to Nazi Barbie.
No, Nazi Barbie is the other one.
Lawrence Southern is not the Nazi Barbie.
No,
There's lots of Nazi Barbies.
it's Tommy Lauren.
Tommy Lauren is what you're thinking, but they both are.
Okay, so
Nazi
fascist
Barbies.
Barbie then.
I don't. I say that, but I can tell the two apart.
Is
Oh yeah.
well, I thought
I
that's
can't
what,
either.
I
Which
thought that-
which
can't
one
either.
is Lawrence Southern? Is
Lawrence
she,
Southern's the one from Canada that was
is
for
she
Rebel Media.
Shu's friend?
Yes.
Yes, she was Shu's friend,
Okay.
and she's the one
She's
that
the one
like
who fired a flare gun at a refugee boat.
in Europe.
Oh, she's
She
the
made the
one who
dishonest
went to
documentary.
defile my continent.
Yes, she did. Yes, Lawrence Southern did do that. Yes, and from Canada. So Tim, you have to apologize. Canada has to apologize for Lawrence Southern and Gavin McInnes and Jordan
I still
Peterson.
can't tell them apart physically. I mean,
Well, that's why they're all Nazi Barbies. Yes. Barbie was a Nazi? No.
Barbie was a doll, so she can't be a
Yes.
Nazi.
Yes. Now Britney Spears is a comrade. Blonde hair.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
she
definition,
is.
Yeah. All blonde
And I
hair
think
women
she
are
made
looking
progress
Iris.
in her lawsuit to try and regain control of her life.
There's
good
no
for her.
lawsuit.
Yes. There. That.
I don't think
that's-
there's a lawsuit.
Well, hopefully she does gain more control of her life.
I
because,
don't
yeah.
think she's allowed to.
In August of this year, she asked the court to curb her father's power over her.
Oh, that's not a lawsuit. That's she's just asking for the thingy that he has. But
Or
there's going
conservatorship.
to be an inquiry, and she has been declared. I mean, she's disabled. Okay, she's not regaining control over her fortune. Let's be realistic here.
Yeah. I'm looking through some news to see if there's anything else that's not election related, or at least something we haven't covered yet, or something that's good. That sounds kind of interesting. You know what?
I mean, every time we're in the discussion, you say, "What topic should we talk about when we are talking about something?"
I'm sorry.
No,
but we have a lot to talk about. Just not maybe news related, which is good. Because the news in my country is like today 800 people died from COVID. Because the government
America's
fucked
got you
up.
beat there. We're the best. We're killing everybody, even our own.
I mean, it looks like Macron is trying to make shadow on you for that,
Trying to ride our coattails to COVID glory.
Like, we are quarantined again, except to go to work and to school for the kids.
I'm pretty much acting
so
like that.
People just don't have the right to go have leisure time. But I mean, contagion happens at the workplace, and it happens in schools mostly. So yeah, things are not great.
Things are not looking up.
Okay, why would I go into a discussion with a liberal during the podcast? I'm sorry about that.
Who? What?
You have? I just went into a Facebook discussion about what's political and what's not. Again,
everything is political.
Yes,
politics
everything is political.
Just gossip on a larger scale.
No, that's a good way to put it.
No, really. I mean, it's not gossip.
Well, one person has a hobby, 2 people have a relationship, 3 people gossip, 4 people have politics. I mean, it's just people getting along with people. The most important thing in any person's life is the other people in it.
True.
Oh yeah.
In a way,
and that's what politics is an attempt to manage the personal relationships on the impersonal scale.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I got you now.
I understand. Value. I understand the not discussing with liberals, and for those who don't want to do that, that's fine. I still want to try to be the liberal whisperer and to radicalize them, or at least put the seeds of ideas in their heads. But something unrelated, I did put a Guardian article of as the Joey said, the world's first cat meme. Drawing it in the hillside.
I saw, and I'm currently posting it
and
on
I'm putting it into YouTube.
DM
It'll show up in about 30 seconds.
Who is in the room next to mine, but she has to see that.
It's one of those things, isn't it? Like I said, I agree with Jonathan here. We do need to be liberal whisperers sometime. I'm not saying it's.
You do that. I don't. I'm not doing that.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There are some liberals who I can see to be lefties at some point in their lives. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
You can tell actually if they are like ANCAP or something. There is no point. Obviously, they will give you ulcers for fuck's sake. But you can tell
with people like I saw on Joey's feed today where they asked if there was socialist or commies in their friends, and some of them responded, "I try to be," and I like that because they don't know if they're here yet. They know what they don't want to be anymore, and liberal is what they don't want to be anymore. Maybe because they have finally understood. But yeah, I'm like I'll punch. Well, not with my fists, obviously, but
yeah, it's the thing, isn't it? Like, well,
I
would
talk to
punch
liberals anymore. It's
I would
taking
punch
too
with
much
my
of my
fists
spoons.
as well. I would punch with my like actual fists as well. It's not a thing, isn't it? Like, I mean, if you see there is a possibility of turning as in like then you attempt it. If you have the spoons, obviously.
You
I'm not
slut.
saying
You always want to turn people, do you?
Give blowjobs for anarchism.
Yeah. I would definitely.
That's a future title. That's a future title.
That's Mehmet's election slogan.
I think this should be recorded. Head for anarchism.
Head is the best praxis.
If that discussion with Thomas on your wall, Jonathan,
Thomas
has definitely convinced me of something, is that I really need to stop talking to liberals.
Yeah,
it's taking up way too many of my spoons. Like, you know, it's useless. It's pointless. He was right on something. It was pointless. A pointless discussion.
Yeah, I will still try to attempt that. And well, then what do we just like if we bring on guests onto like the show, like to talk discuss about like anarchism, there'll be people that like are just curious and don't know but want to know. So that's what we just have to find, those kind of like people as well who want to know about that sort of thing.
Yeah, like I know Isaiah, for example, is not an anarchist, but he's so cool about it, you know.
Yes.
I'm really okay to have him on the show. I don't know if I'd like to talk to Aaron again, to be honest. Because I don't see a discussion going
fruitfully.
Yeah. Last discussion didn't do anything. Well, it was fun because I had my fun.
Yes.
At the end when he went and I called Paul Muad'Dib a fascist.
No, that I'm interested in that discussion between like you and Aaron about Dune. Actually, that would be interesting for me in my perspective.
That would be interesting for me too, but I don't think it would be pleasant for some reason. I think Aaron and I are both huge fans, but not for the same reasons.
But I want to see like a discussion about that. For my sake, honestly, I'm just selfish right now.
Like, even though I chose Leto as a internet name, he's the God Emperor. He's a tyrant. He's not someone I.
And of course, there's a lot of biological essentialism and so on in Dune.
Oh God, I mean, there's a lot, but I mean, the characters in the books. They are all awful people. I like Leto because he's a special kind of awful. I like him because he lost his humanity to save humanity, in a sense. That's something I like about him, but he forces his sister to sleep with a man she doesn't like, to pretend that the kids are his and hers when he's king.
I didn't know about that part.
Well, it's monarchy, you know. Women don't have a lot to say about things.
Exactly.
I mean, last time we talked, Aaron thought that Paul and Leto were kind of anarchists, and I'm like, what the fuck? They're fascists, outright fascists.
I would be kind of interested to talk to like Aaron, or have John Brockman and Aaron have a discussion about like educational system. That might be interesting. But
I don't think it would be fruitful to talk again about anarchism with Aaron. Maybe Dune, okay, but anarchism, I don't think.
It is, well,
we don't function upon the same definitions. It's not working.
Well, that is, I felt like we did fail in answering Aaron's question, like what is like a social contract, or our version of it. But I'm thinking like I will go with like Edgar Malatesta's kind of like an anarchist whereas like we do not we do not impose onto like anyone else. Everyone has their own autonomy, as it were. We just believe that like society will like be able to communally work together for the greater good of all, but just based off like actually what Joey like said in like one of our Facebook groups of how the Lakota people act. If there's one person that's a greedy asshole that's like say taking all the free stuff that's in the room and keeping to themselves and hoarding it away, then it's like he will get shunned as well and not be talked to by the rest of the family members, kind of like how some of us are not talking to our family members who are Republicans or voting for Trump, as it were. Thankfully, I did ask my father privately if he voted for Trump in 2016 or now, and he said no, he did not vote for Trump for either things. He probably still votes for Republicans and other tickets, though. But it's just like, that's another discussion. But at least my dad did not vote for a fascist. Only my younger brother did, for sure. That's like, but I think we, at least if we answer that question, what is like the anarchist social contract? Maybe, but I can see Aaron still not understanding.
I think Aaron would be better served reading books that we could give him to read. I don't think discussion is something that would sway him.
Probably. Okay, so then I have ideas of like. Next time Aaron's on
Marty just made my day.
Well, Colonia's what?
Colonoscopy.
Colonoscopy. Yeah.
Marty doesn't like Aaron.
Oh no, she didn't like Aaron at all. No, I understand. Yeah. Oh, I want to mention this on air. Give head and come to anarchism? ? From Marty. That's early in discussion from Mehmet said. Give head for anarchy. Anyway.
I saw a YouTuber recently discussing V for Vendetta, the movie, comparing it to the comic book. And how the movie was poorly served because it removed the discussion of anarchism. And how V at one point said, no, this is not anarchy, this is chaos.
Yep.
So Drew made that distinction very clear in the books.
Mm-hmm.
In the books, yes, the movie is utter shite.
The movie is bad.
I enjoy it for action. I enjoy it for the action, but like not for the substance.
The Wachowski's sisters I hate everything they do. I'm sorry, but
I should watch the Break Cut video.
They're moved. Oh, I hate the Matrix and that thing that Jupiter Rising. Oh God.
Oh, it was amazing. I loved it.
What?
I'm interested. I'm still interested to see Speed Racer.
Did you understand it?
You mean Jupiter Ascending?
Jupiter Rising?
Yes. Ascending, yes.
I should watch
it wasn't really good.
No, it was really bad. I mean, there's Channing Tatum in it, for fuck's sake.
It's got 27% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh. Yeah.
Anyways, I'm a snob. I don't like the Matrix. Yes.
Well, I mean,
I was a goth when it went out, and everyone kept calling me Matrix in the streets after that.
Yeah, you have
and I was like, "What the fuck?"
They're also just okay. Like, shut up, David.
I'm kind of offended that
fucking
we stole our
David.
aesthetics. And also, people started knowing Rammstein after Rage Against the Machine after the Matrix came out.
Mm-hmm.
And just the
that was a positive thing. That was a
No,
positive thing.
because we ended up with a bunch of assholes who listened to Rage Against the Machine and were right
But
wing.
that's the thing, isn't it? Like
It was
it
just
gave
for the
us-
aesthetics of it, and
it fucking gave us the Thin Blue Line flag waving dudes dancing to
given that
fucking
Tom Morello
in the-
isn't
killing
happy
in the
about
name.
that, I'm not happy about that.
I love it. It's poetic in my opinion.
Again, I did not listen to that video. I did not know what they're dancing to, and they found out they're dancing to that. It's like, of course, they would not
It's
understand.
fucking amazing. It's
It's
USA in a nutshell.
And all the leftists are like, do we tell them what the song actually means and what's it about?
Yep, John, on point. This is why, this is why liberals don't understand why we were pissed at Biden as a choice, but this is why.
Back to normal with like Michelle Obama and hugging
right fingers
George W. Bush
in front of a wall of skulls.
In front of a wall of skulls, yes, representing like all the like people that they are bombing in the Middle East and all that sort of stuff, and the coups that are going to continue to the back.
And the fact that Obama didn't prosecute Bush and company for war crimes.
Yes. Oh,
I mean, he did war crimes himself, so
that's probably why. But like the explanation I heard from a liberal was just like it would be impropos, or like not, or he couldn't do that, or it'd be difficult to do that, or it's like not worth doing, or
it was not.
Or politically, it would hurt the Democrats and and Obama's chances second term if he went after George W. Bush. Part of the reason why they didn't like prosecute George W. Bush for war crimes, and of course also the State Department, Pentagon, CIA, all those agencies, the military would like train any president that comes in the White House, even the anti-war ones, about the war machine that is like the imperialist corporations of white supremacy's
I agree, David.
Complex.
For once, I agree.
Whatever Keanu and whatever else Keanu Reeves is not a good actor. I mean, I agree. So
he's an awesome human being, though, but he's a very poor actor.
Which is why you don't give him any. Which is why you don't give him many emotions to emote in, like in John Wick, because all the John Wick movies are good.
No, they're not.
They are amazing.
It's macho bullshit.
Well, it is macho bullshit, yes.
It is macho bullshit, obviously.
But it's well done, macho bullshit.
Why would you make me watch that kind of macho bullshit?
We're not going to make
you made me watch, Jonathan.
You
made me watch the first one.
Come on.
Watch it.
It's revenge against
it's
puppy
the
dying.
worst thing I have ever seen in my life.
It's amazing.
Wow, the worst thing. Even after the Matrix, even after V for Vendetta, even after like trying to think of the worst thing that you've seen.
Pacific Rim.
No, Pacific Rim 2.
Do what I tell me.
It's even worse than Pacific Rim 2. Really? John Wick Chapter 1 was like that bad?
Yes.
John Wick was really good. I loved it.
I didn't have fun.
I think it was a very emotionally deep and complex film. A man is grieving his dead wife, and an arrogant,
puppy.
Entitled punk stole his opportunity to grieve.
The thing, John, it's not difficult to understand.
Jon, you mean Jon?
No, I mean John. You're the only one who still calls them Jon and Jonathan.
Okay, so well, I'll share this much. I was in a voice call with like a Tavi over at her server, and she honestly thought that our friend's name was actually pronounced Yoey because they were Lakota. I had to say, no, it's Joey. It's just an inside joke. It's because of, and it mentioned how David Scott called me Jonathan, and that's been a running joke for us, for anyone that doesn't have J's for our names. Yuli, Yami, Yo.
Yami.
Natalie Portman is an awful person, though. So.
Is she? Why?
She's a PETA stan.
Okay, PETA stand. Yeah, stand for the terrible,
What?
terrible. Yeah, PETA. That's
She's made numerous.
Oh,
She's made
you mean
numerous
PETA?
advertising.
People for the ethical
Okay, yeah, go,
things.
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
Not-
she says
not the
she's
sandwich.
vegan, but she does advertisement for Dior, which tests their products on animals. So fuck her.
No, she's that vegan. The
Yeah, she's
She's
that
lifestyle.
not
vegan,
that vegan.
No, she's the lifestyle is vegan, as it were, but yet doesn't do a lot of the lifestyle things. What? Maybe it's just a diet for her.
I
Maybe
love
it's a health
her.
thing.
I love her SNL rap thing.
I don't remember that one.
SNL
That's
is
really
liberal
amazing.
bullshit.
It's neoliberal.
It is, but
Later, comrade Abbott. Have good fun.
Bye, comrade.
Bye, comrade.
Tentacle porn.
see you later, comrade Abbott.
Stay safe in
Oh,
Portland
Oh yes,
as well.
tentacle porn. Sorry, we
Oh, you
forgot
live
to
you live in
yell.
Portland.
Yeah,
Punch Andy
the
and go
comrade-
for me.
Yes.
You
Punch Andy
You
and
see-
go in a video game. Wait, we're not on
In a-
Twitch. We don't have that TOS rules.
I have a thing for Portland.
They're going to
I would-
work.
I
Not-
wouldn't want to live in the US at
Mhm.
all.
Yeah.
But with Portland, I have
And
a
that's
special.
a Turkish man saying that. That's
Yes,
fucking
yes.
amazing.
My country is shit, but it's not as shit as the US.
I know,
That's
same.
definite.
My country
I mean-
is shit, but it's not as shit as the US.
But it's the thing,
I'll
isn't
tweet
it?
that out.
I feel like I owe it to the Antifa in Portland to move there, like Portland only. You see what I mean?
Mm.
Well,
I
if they
feel like I need
secede,
to-
maybe. Portland has
if
to
the- if the-
secede.
Portland, if Portland had what was it called? The free zone, the commune.
No. You're thinking of
Anarchist
no. You're thinking of like the Seattle's Capitol Hill.
Oh yeah,
apartment
Seattle's.
zone.
Yeah.
It was in Seattle.
But-
Chaz.
but-
or the Capitol
I
Hill
thought-
open protest, which is CHOP.
I
Yeah,
thought
people.
I thought that was the same thing. Sorry about that. But
Everyone
it's
makes
the
a
thing, isn't
mistake.
it?
Everyone thinks that Portland and Seattle are the same thing, and Oregon and Washington are the same thing. It's like
Well, they are.
farce.
But Portland has the Antifa culture, as far
Well,
as I can tell.
In
Isn't that
the,
right?
It's in Seattle too. But both of them are, because Seattle does have actually a socialist on the Seattle City Council member. I forgot her name, Swansaz or something like that, who actually led a protest charging to the mayor of Seattle, Jenny Rankin or something like that, and demanding, and that's socialist city council member demanding the mayor resign because of like how she reacted to the protests in Seattle. Yeah, it was terrible. Issued a curfew and called the National Guard and all those terrible things that Democrat did. But like Portland does have like a lot of Antifa as well, and in the podcast, it could happen here, done by the guy who runs the Behind the Bastards podcast and also did the excellent miniseries Behind the Pulleys. He says that Portland is that unique spot because like most of the rest of Oregon, as I already said, is red, super red, founded by white supremacists as well. Portland is a big liberal city. So in Portland, you got all of the leftists as well as liberals that live in that area, or like in Beaverton and Eugene and other surrounding areas. But then you got all the rural places with the KKK members, essentially, and they can easily just drive over to Portland. And that's why there's a lot of like interactions between the Antifa and the Proud Boys, Antifa and Patriot Prayer, and why there's been nightly protests happening ever since the George Floyd lynching, and still is happening now. They ebb and flow on the time of weeknights or weekends. The police do escalate, like they'll say that like the protest is like illegitimate and start arresting people just on site. Anyone to stay in there. Protesters have like almost, but it's only like in two city block area essentially where all that action happens. The rest of Portland, according to Jamie J or Yemi Ye, is totally fine, just like everything else. But once you get to near the courthouse, a federal building, which the protests happen because it's a protest against the government as well as against police brutality, that's where all the action happens.
Okay. I should say that I would feel at home in Seattle as well because I know they have rains.
Yes.
A lot of rains, yeah. That's my hometown. So I'm torn between moving to Seattle and Portland now.
Well, they're really close together. It's just a train trip to like either one, just 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you easily live in one and visit the other.
Mm.
And then you
Okay,
could
yeah.
live with Jamie and visit Jonathan, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
I could. Jamie and Jonathan, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds cool. But my cat's left,
Mhm.
I suppose.
Tara was
I'll-
taking care of Amy, and Amy just had too much and left. And Tara went with
Yeah. I'm glad you watched it.
her.
That's how it is. Tara has been trying to integrate Amy into the family since she came here. Tara is 2 years older than Amy, by the way. And she doesn't give a fuck because she has me. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's like, I don't care about you. Fuck off. I'll just go purr on that thing over there.
Someone posted on Facebook, nothing will fundamentally change 2020. In a comment on a post from a lib who is really masturbating in public about Kamala Harris being breaking the shattering glass ceilings.
Oh my god, she's a
Because
fucking cop.
But she's a woman of color that's now going to be the vice president, and
First woman of color to be vice president.
And first person.
So
of color to be
who
vice president.
who cares if she
True.
put trans women to be tortured, raped, and killed in men's prisons?
She's kind of a well,
Cats are definitely social animals.
what's the word? Class traitor.
Class traitor.
And
Yeah.
and race traitor. And
Plus, my ass, she was never a pro.
and that's what I mean. She's a traitor to all of whatever she stands for. Actually, I mean, she's a cop, so I don't know. Did you have a haircut, John?
I stopped cutting it, actually. It's been growing out.
Oh, okay. That's
He has
that's
hair
good.
now. That's why you
Yes.
find it weird.
He still has a receded hairline. I might go there, but thankfully I
And
haven't.
definitely going thin up top.
Yeah,
Who
which
cares?
is why I might go thin up top too. But that's why
I do because I like myself.
Well, no, wait. Why do you care if me or John Brockman go thin at top?
I care.
Yeah. Oh, you're just referring to yourself. I see. Yeah.
Yes. Obviously,
Is,
I don't care about your hairlines. I would fuck you either way.
Yeah, it was Jake Petard that was trying to like beat Nancy Pelosi in the primary and got to the general because of top two, but like Pelosi.
Is the one I was talking about who was masturbating on Facebook
Oh,
Shahid Buttar.
about shattering glass ceilings? Shahid Buttar.
oh, okay.
Cats are solitary predators, but they live in colonies.
Yes.
Yes, they always live in colonies. Yeah. Oh, that's a good question. Marty, we haven't talked that. What's this worse? PETA stand or Peter Coffin stand?
PETA stand,
PETA.
I think.
I think PETA's bigger and PETA has more influence, and so you'll find a lot
Also,
more
PETA is responsible for more deaths for pit bulls than any animal abuser would ever do.
No, that's a good point.
I mean, PETA hates animals.
Yeah, granted, I hate like Peter Coffin stands too, absolutely, but it's just like I think in terms of like actual more harm done as an organization, I think PETA has done more harm, even though Peter Coffin does some harm. Yes.
And yes, cats are very social animals. They live in
yeah.
very big colonies.
They basically take care of each other's young. It's like cats. Cats are like humans in that sense. They take care of each other's young.
It's a gigantic kindergarten.
Yeah, it is.
Makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, you should look for people who do TNR on YouTube, because you will see a lot of cat colonies. They're usually stray cats, of course.
TNR, trap, neuter, and release.
Feral cats.
No. They can't be socialized to be with people, so they have to be left in the wild. But we don't want the population to continue to explode, so DNR.
But they still live in colonies.
Okay. I just saw that Joe McClory posted a question on the call for topics for last week's show.
Well, we'll finally get to it, so still.
If given the choice, would you vote for 1. Someone who pleaded to reduce the power of the state and vote the way the people they represent want them to, or 2. Someone who would use the state to provide for the common person, establish free housing, food for all in need, and protection to workers from their bosses, but plan to do so by expanding the power of the state?
Oh, that's a difficult question. That depends on what that person
I would
did
vote for
in
2.
the past.
I would vote for 2, I think.
Because doing all of those things would massively liberate people.
Yes.
And then they would be free to act in a way that they would not under the more oppressive systems we have with a reduced state.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, David.
Yes. Yes, cats are not colonialists. No. Shut up. We're using cat colonies in different ways.
Someone fucking give him 5 minutes, please.
Yes, for that. Yeah, don't insult cats.
I mean, you called them NCAPs, so you can give you 5 minutes.
No, they're
too.
libertarians.
Cats. Cats aren't.
Yes, it's John Brockman's a kind of an asshole for saying that like cats are libertarians.
No,
on
not
the
kind.
No, I think
Definitely
cats are
a full one.
Cats are anarchists. They're anarcho-syndicalists, I think.
They're anarchists.
No,
Anarchist communists, probably.
I don't think they're anarchists. I think they don't give a shit.
Or the radical union anarchists, or the direct action cat. Direct action gets the goods, and the radical unionist cat. So those ones are at least are anarchists. I'll say the radical unionist is the anarcho-syndicalist. Well, I think the direct action cat can be anarcho-syndicalist too, but also I say
I will change. I changed my mind about it. They are syndicalists. Yes,
You're going too far. Leave cats being cats.
True. I mean, if they come sentient and start like singing or something like that, that'll be an interesting movie experience.
Marty
or a play
says,
experience.
"Do stray cats strut?" I don't know what strut means.
They do. They definitely do.
Walking proud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Walk what?
Walk proud.
Walk with proud. Like with tail up. With tail up and like.
You walk like you own the place.
Oh, like bitches.
Yeah, like me. Yes, they
like
definitely
little sluts.
Yeah.
I had
proud of
one
themselves.
of my
Very
cats,
proud of
not Merlin, the other one was like that.
And
I called her Puput, which means ho-hor.
Oh my god, this makes a lot of sense. Okay.
With little mommy's whore. She was my little whore. Which I wouldn't say now because I wasn't as
woke.
I don't like that word, but yes, I wasn't as woke at the time that I am now. But it was still funny. I call them crabs.
Yes,
I made a meme.
She literally did make a meme of like I smell an ant crab.
I am very proud of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's my best piece of art. No, that's not true. It's not, but I like it. Imagine if it was. Oh my god.
So yeah.
Okay, it's 10. I'm going to stop for tonight, and
I think it's a good. That's what I think.
You should wait 20 seconds, Julie.
On the YouTube,
you'll see something coming up on the YouTube.
Yes, that's my meme.
I smell ant crap.
Yep.
Okay, now
I have overused it on anarchist memes. RIP. We're not getting it back.
Yeah, I think there's still been more closures of other like leftist like groups as well on Facebook. So
it's not because we were leftists; it's because we posted pro Rojava shit.
But then recently, like in the last week, there's been like more
Oh.
closure of like some leftist Facebook groups I've heard.
Please do so.
Yes, go ahead and share it all around. Yes, do
Memes
that.
are
Just-
for sharing.
Yes, exactly.
Seize the memes of production.
Yes.
Yes, seize the memes of production. Yes. So I think we're about ready to like close this show. We've gone for
I'm
about
surprised
2
we
hours.
managed to make it to 2 hours.
Yeah, we got onto like topics.
With
so we're-
Jonathan constantly cutting the discussion short to say, what could we talk about?
I'm sorry for not paying attention to what the conversation was happening right now. I was bored with it. I'm sorry.
And Julie didn't want to talk about the election,
No,
in which
that-
we struck a massive blow for progress.
no.
And I will give
For
head
being
for
not as
anarchism.
shitty. What?
Yes, head and come for anarchism.
Oh, yes. Mehmet want to suck dicks.
And
And vaginas.
vulvas.
Yes.
Yeah.
All of the
you
genitals.
can't suck vaginas.
You can do a lot.
You can suck on a straw, you can suck on a vagina.
You'd be surprised.
You have to have a big
I'm
mouth.
very sorry to all those who are
I don't want to
watching
know.
this.
How? That's not how it's done, babes.
I'm very sorry for
Oh,
all
it's-
those.
My
It is
God,
that's
I
a
need
fault.
to
It's-
teach you everything. You know, women are, well, cis women, people who have
You
a vagina usually have a clitoris. That's where you want to go
Yes,
That's-
I'm
when
certain
doing
that
the
it
sucking.
knows.
Okay.
that's basically what I meant. I mean,
Yes.
you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Maybe Mehmet's
Trust me.
mouth is that big.
You said vagina.
No, I said vagina. he
Well,
said vulva.
yeah, I meant clits. I mean,
It's not the same thing.
Stop
Stop saying one when you may.
it's only 3 clits away. So.
Nice time back to the earlier conversation about why we called them clicks instead of Killmongers. Oh
No, but it's a funny discussion, but it's not a funny subject, quote unquote, because women are suffering from that.
Oh yeah, I know.
That
I know.
confusion.
I definitely.
There's an orgasm gap.
Yes, there is an
Vaginas are
orgasm
not
gap,
clitoris
definitely.
and vice versa.
Yes, they
Vagina
are not.
is the hole where the
Honey.
baby comes from.
Honey,
That's a fun hole.
It's basically what I meant when I said I give head for anarchism. I'm not going into detail. People are going into detail like vulva, and I'm not saying that I call it a
Oh
vulva.
my
when
God!
it's-
Can we stop talking about that now?
I'm
No.
surprised about the discourse.
I'm having
on-
so much fucking fun. Why would I stop?
I'm surprised. we got to
Orgasms are good praxis.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
I'm surprised we got to the discourse on like vagina and clits and what does it mean to give head to like people with vulvas. Back to anarchism, anarchist
Yes, but
biology
it's
hour.
important. Do you know how many men don't know what a clitoris?
Yes,
Really,
definitely
it's for-
important.
That's
I
the
understand.
truth. This
Do you know how
discourse was
many
very
people,
important.
not just men, don't know the difference between the vagina and the vulva?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's
people do.
dramatic.
It's so
One of the guys in my fraternity, we caught him on video back in the day. We were watching porn for some reason. And he said, "See that little flap of skin down near the ass? That's the clitoris."
No.
mistaken
What?
the taint for the clitoris.
Pretty much.
Oh, I feel so sorry
It's-
for all of
it's-
his partners.
Mhm.
It's like in Californication. Have you
The means
have
of
you watched
reproduction.
Have you watched Californication?
No, I
There
haven't. I've heard about this though.
There was a scene where he was like, "Oh my God!" So he thinks the clit is down there. So that was like it. Like
Mhm.
And to
I'm
be fair,
so
yeah,
sorry.
hand is
I'm
like for-
so sorry for
No,
you.
that's dramatic.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. So remember that the go to like Sexplanations. That's an excellent YouTube for like excellent good sex positive like
I think
sexual
people should watch
education.
Lacey Green to learn about these things.
Oh, fuck
No.
Racy Green.
Look
Yeah,
on Google Image for a fucking anatomy print, for fuck's sake. It's basic biology.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
clit
It
is part-
is.
the clit is basically the mini penis. That's
Oh,
the
I
word.
don't know. The Women have very complex architecture going on in there. They have like chaff and
The
flares
hoods.
to fight off rapist semen. They can, shut that whole thing down. Remember?
What?
I forgot. Oh my god.
Oh wait,
There was a
Why
politician
would-
in Missouri.
Why would you
Oh.
remind me of that fucking shit?
Because there
Oh my
was a
God.
very funny meme
Demon
about a
semen?
rapist who was burned alive by his victim.
Oh, good for her.
Yes, and the comments were amazing. Like, if the burning
Yeah.
is legit, he has a way of
Yeah.
shutting it off.
Setting it up.
The comments,
Yeah,
it was fucking amazing. All the victim shaming bullshit that are thrown at rape victims were thrown at that guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he fucking deserved, to be honest.
Oh yes.
So yeah, memes of reproduction, discourse on like the clitoris and vulva, which is important because many people don't know it's the clit.
It's
the
not
top of the head.
discourse. It's basic anatomy. It's important.
Well, clit is under the hood, okay?
Yes.
You know,
and
hood.
the clit is also the very important the stimulus thing. That's the one that engorges with blood as well when the person is aroused.
Well,
Yes,
clitoris and
but
vagina.
in that case, it was a her.
That's very true. I gotta remember that. Yes, I was assuming that it was a her. Just
I mean,
based-
80% of rape victims are hers usually. So.
Mhm. But
in a women's group, I saw a fucking hilarious meme. It was like, if you hit clitoris and the G-spot at the same time,
The G-spot
It
doesn't
resets
exist.
the system.
no, it just takes a screenshot. It takes a screenshot and remembers you. It's so fucking awesome.
Oh, have we
Yes,
had
so
enough fun?
another little myth debunked: the G-spot
Sure.
doesn't exist.
It
Yeah.
kind of
Does the male G spot exist?
The urethra
kind of
does.
does. It's it's the thing.
It exists in
it's
some
what-
person and not in some others, so it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's what you mean by that is what's important. It's like the hood of a penis.
It only exists if you're talking about someone who has a prostate.
Mm.
That's a G-spot, all right. We don't have a
we're
prostate.
We're not talking about the same thing, actually. It's well, I'll go into detail about that. It's the thing. Some dudes don't have much more what's the word? Much more sensitive areas on the hood. Some dudes do. It's the same with women, as far as I know. It's
So it doesn't exist.
well, it can exist. It's the thing, isn't it? Like,
It just doesn't exist universally amongst all
Yeah.
the vulvas.
So the G-spot
I
doesn't
mean-
exist.
well,
As a
we're
universal
not
thing.
as black and white as you.
I mean, I
Not
understand
everyone
that,
is a
but
woman,
it's-
therefore no genders exist. Is that what you're
What?
saying, Julie?
No, I haven't understood what you said.
Okay, try. Or not everyone has a vagina, therefore the vagina doesn't exist.
Some people have G spots, some people don't. But yet you're saying that the G spot doesn't exist because some people don't. That was the logic that you
No,
were using.
because when people talk about the G-spot, they talk about it like an universal thing that all
No,
women
it's
have.
not. No.
Well,
I never thought.
Anyways,
like that.
can we
It's-
stop? Can we stop the cast now?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, I think we can. Okay, so I'm going to quickly go through my pitches. Summer and the Geek on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. I'm going to be doing a lot more Twitch streams. I'm going to be posting some stuff on like YouTube. Charity links. No, they're not down below. Not all the charity links, and I'll link the charity link Google Doc in the comment or in the live chat right now. We got to actually like update like the description of like things, so like to put things in there. And I'm done with my pitches,
Okay.
and not beaches
I don't have any peaches.
Okay.
I
or
don't
bitches.
have either.
I have bitches.
Millions of
Two of
bitches.
them.
Bitches are free.
Do you have beaches?
I have two bitches who are very outspoken about being bitches, but they're not in the room at the moment. But
One of them
I
is
don't
a
know what
chonk,
we're talking about.
and the other one is friendly.
Yes.
All right. As for me, I participate in another podcast, Dungeons and Debacles. We're playing through a campaign as a good party, trying to save the world from a cult of who worship an ancient evil red dragon. Dungeons and Debacles. It can be found on most podcatchers.
And as far as I know, they had sex with that red dragon. Yeah.
What?
Or was it another dragon?
Did it have sex with a dragon or a dragon?
I thought that happened. Didn't it? Didn't.
In Dungeons, has there been sex in Dungeons and Debacle? Let's just ask that.
There's been an
I'm
attempted
not-
seduction at one point.
I remember
Okay,
that.
I'm not in.
That was
I'm not-
that was with the dragon.
I'm not really interested in that. Then.
Oh, Mehmet, who loves love, is only interested in this.
Yeah,
like,
right.
sex like
Everyone believes you, babe.
that. Anyway, so continue.
All right. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for stopping by, everybody. Take your
Take
meds,
your med-
hydrate, get some rest.
This
Yes,
stretch.
bye-bye, motherfucker.
Thank
Food.
you. I love you all.
Practice self-care. Love you all.